Questions?
Do we get an opening statement?
I was getting there, I promise. Obviously, I'm proud of our performance tonight. It's a really good Tulsa basketball team, and what I mean by that is I was really impressed on film. Thought they've been playing some really, really good basketball. Obviously, they didn't make shots tonight. I'd like to think we had a part to do with that, I'm sure. It seemed like there was a lot of open shots in the second half. They just weren't in rhythm, so it's probably a little bit of both. I thought for our guys, the comments this week was don't walk into the gym for shoot around of the game today if you're not coming in with an edge, if you're not coming in with a sense of urgency. And I reiterated that at shoot around. And I thought the first 5 minutes of the game, we had a tremendous sense of urgency, a tremendous edge. You saw our press at full force, flying around, getting loose balls, getting the first 3 50-50 balls, getting a lot of deflections, and playing to the style of play that we want to play. For the first time in a while, and we've kind of scaled back on our transition offense. It's one of the adjustments we've made. We're playing less than 94 feet than I'd like to, just because it's better for our personnel right now. And I thought tonight we actually got out in transition and showed what we can do in the open court. You can only do that if you get stops, if you get the ball off the rim instead out of the net. So I was proud of that. And in the second half, I thought we had that same mentality as we did in the first half for about 6 or 7 minutes. And I thought we gave up a ton of open looks. They were just out of rhythm and weren't making shots. So we got to get better at sustaining effort for long periods of time. But you got a lot of good individual performances tonight, and we're proud of the guys overall from a defensive and offensive standpoint.
Is Jaron on his way back to being Jaron?
Yes, and I didn't coach him obviously, so I don't know exactly what that looks like. But everybody else seems to know what it looks like more than I do. But all I know is he's way more explosive right now. He's more dynamic. He can do things for longer periods of time, and he's locked in mentally for longer periods. It's just getting in shape and probably feeling healthy.
Yeah.
I think he'll really probably stop there. And I think he's more connected right now with his teammates and his coaches than he's ever been. So really proud of his performance tonight. I joked with him afterwards that let's not go for quadruple doubles. 5 turnovers. Let's stick to go after triple doubles. And he was obviously exceptional tonight. And I made the comment in the media this week to you guys that I thought he was really good tonight too. So I think this has been a process for him that he's just continued to get better.
You're using him to initiate the offense a lot, maybe even more so than to start the season. How do you feel like that's changed his game the past couple of weeks?
Well, you know what? Just part of it was Mike got in foul trouble. So Mike has now been in foul trouble for 2 straight games. So we've needed him to initiate it more. I like it, but I also like playing him off the ball too, because our actions provide him off the ball, give him a chance to get some touches. So it's a little bit of both. I mean, we play in 4 positions. I mean, we really play 1 through the 4. So one of the things I told him when I got here is that we're going to move you around. So now that requires him to know a little bit more. And again, the more you have to learn, sometimes you get locked up, right? I think he's learning it now and he's understanding it. It's funny because during games what will happen is he'll be at one of his 4 positions and he won't remember the play, and he'll look over at me and I'll have to talk him through the play. And it's a joke we have on the side, like, if I look at you, coach, I have no idea what the play is. But we're asking him to know a lot of positions. So but he's been good.
Third game in a row, Mamadou's been able to come off the bench and give you a spark. Where's his progress at, and how much is he earning the trust of his coach, which is always important?
Yeah, no question. She had an ease. So I took Trey out at about 7:29 in the second half. There was a point I made it afterwards. Trey was like, "No, coach, I'm good. All these guys are good. They could be dragging their tons, dragging on their head. They don't want to come out of the game." Du went in and took Trey's level, which was high, and went to another level. Blocked shots, got rebounds, changed the game defensively the way we needed it. We got out of transition more. My comment to Trey and the other guys were, that's what a good bench does. All right, they take the energy that we had, they take it to another level. And Du's done that because Du's playing with a free mind. He's not worried about anything. He's not worried about points. He's not worried about minutes. He's not worried about when he gets taken out, when he's going to get put back in. He's taking advantage of the opportunity. And when you do that, you play more. And that's the point that I try to get across to him. If you be less worried about coming out and more worried about what you do when you're in.
How far has he come from when you got here to where he is right now?
So the thing we challenged him to do with is he didn't know any of the plays. Okay, he didn't know. I mean, I thought I was speaking a different language, and he thought he was too. But in terms of what he was hearing, now he knows almost all the plays, and he knows them from 2 positions, the 4 and the 5. That's a credit to him and our staff with a lot of time in the office working in film, a lot of time watching stuff. And I told him, I can't play you until you know our offense. and he now knows it. He knows it as well as, you know, almost anybody on the team.
Obviously, making shots is part of it, and that happened in the second half. But what else on offense did you either change one in the second half or just worked better in the second half?
Just we got a transition. We got the open court. If we're willing to be a good transition team, which we haven't really been wanting to do this year because it requires a lot of running and it requires a lot of effort. See, everybody wants to talk about playing fast, but nobody wants to work to play fast. And that's the result of it if you get out in transition and make plays because the talent's there. Our guys don't always want to run to the spots they need to run to. And if they're not going to run to the spots they need to run to, then I'm going to slow it down and we're going to walk it up. And ultimately, we're not going to look like that. We're going to have to look like that for the time being until guys understand how hard they got to sprint.
Is that also more imperative against a zone defense?
Yeah, no question. So, you know, after the Tennessee game, I really felt like we were really starting to figure it out offensively. And then we go Iowa zone, Tulane zone, Tulsa zone. So, you know, it requires you to be a little bit adjust and requires you to have a little bit more versatility offensively.
Are you gonna? I mean, you shot well from three tonight, but do you expect teams to maybe try to go zone more against you?
No idea. It depends what they want to do. You know, I have no idea.
We were just talking about defending the three yesterday, and they missed 17 threes tonight.
Yeah.
You said they got some good looks in the second half, but was it something you guys were doing because it didn't seem like they were in
Yeah,
rhythm?
I mean, Fletcher, we kept them out of rhythm early. So sometimes when you keep them out of rhythm early, you keep them out of rhythm for the game. But I thought we gave them a lot of open looks in the second half. I was disappointed in that we're going to have to clean up. Because that's exactly what's happened when we've given up our leads. We give up an open look, and now they go down, and we bob our heads. We gave up those same looks today. They just didn't make them. So that's the message I've got to get across to our team, that, hey, listen, we do control whether teams make shots or not. I know that we don't, but I believe we do. And my teams have always been elite at three-point percentage defense, elite at it. And it needs to be much of the same going forward.
Free throw defense was much better tonight.
So it was. So you know, I don't really like my daughters having cell phones. Okay, so in the middle, late in the game, they're at the free throw line, and I was like, well, I wish somebody would screen, right? And my daughter, according to my wife, after the game, put her head away from her cell phone and started screaming. He missed the foul shot. So I told you it's a big part of it. When they scream, I've lived it now. Obviously, the crowd that I had before wasn't nearly as large as the crowd here, so maybe they can't hear them. But our free throw percentage defense was much better tonight. So get off your cell phones and scream. That goes for those two, but I'm really talking about the other 10,000 people that are here.
You've got 2 games on the road coming up. How do you have that same edge and urgency on the road as you do here at home?
So as we just talked about in the locker room again, Tennessee, I will lose. UConn, Tulane. Again, performance was good in each one of those games, but it didn't finish. So we can't have that again. We got to take the next step as a team. And I thought we did in spurts tonight in terms of keeping our lead instead of losing the lead. Now we got to go on the road and play a little better. So you learn from past experiences. You can't live in them, but you learn from them. We need to take the next step.
Anything else?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.